Howdy y'all, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to show y'all how I laid this Quikrete slab with about 30 bags of Quikrete pretty much all by myself. So as you can see here, I'm starting to pour my first bag of Quikrete, which that bucket right to the right of me has a measure line which I thought would be perfect for measuring, but I later found out that it was not right. Yeah, so follow along and I'll show you how I put this thing together. Make a little divot so I can put the water in there. Oh man, it's kind of nerve-wracking. If you couldn't tell, I did use chicken wire. It's probably not the best thing to use since it's not very strong, but either way it'll keep it together, so it'll increase the tensile strength. But yeah, this will be fun. Yeah, so here I just began to pour down the water, and I was using this rake, which I found this method on YouTube from this other guy, and it was working great, but later my rake kind of broke, so that kind of stunk. But either way, I was using way too little water. They called for 2.8 liters, which, sometimes the bags are filled up more with more than 80 pounds, sometimes it's less, so you just have to eyeball it. But I quickly found that out, so clearly, because that was way too hard to try to mix. Okay, I have a feeling 2.8 liters is not enough. Okay, so I'm gonna add some more water because we're already dry. So consistency is looking about right. I think it needs to be probably just a tiny bit more runny. But yeah, I would say it probably needs more like 3 liters than 2.8. But I don't know if I have it in me to do this 29 more times. The bags say do it yourself does not mean go at it alone. So some wise words. All right, yeah. This consistency I think is right about where it needs to be. Says it should be like thick oatmeal, or it should hold its shape whenever you squeeze it in your hands with a glove. I don't have a glove, but if I compact this, it'll hold its shape, so same thing. On second thought, that could have probably done for some more water. Quite a bit actually. Alright, so tip number 1 would be do not go at it alone. Please, if you're doing more than 5 bags, just get some help. Find your mom, find your dad, find your friend, whoever it is you can get to come out and help you, because this is a pain. It's so much work, especially if you don't have a mixer. Yeah, so if you don't have a mixer, you're doing this by hand, please don't do what I did. Get some help. Okay, so mixing this bag, I realized that's probably a lot closer to what that should have looked like. But we're just learning here. I'll get to pour on this one and then we'll get on to bag number 3. And I am getting tired. Don't know how far I can go with this. Alright, so now looking back at all of this, I have a couple of things that I would definitely recommend. Of course, I said get some help, get a mixer if you can. If you noticed, I was trying to use that drill mixer. It's meant more for small batches like mortar or tile grout, but in this application, maybe if I'd had a different kind of bucket, it would have worked. But another thing is, if you can notice, it looks like I'm not setting the depth of the mix very deep because it doesn't come all the way up to the molding, to the wooden pieces on the outside. But that's actually not the case. The issue was that the wooden piece wouldn't fall all the way down. So this came to be an issue later on when I would try to flatten the top, because I wouldn't have anywhere to run the board back and forth from. So that's another thing I would say, is make sure that the molding, the framing, that right there, what I'm doing right there, make sure that you have the wood evenly spaced to the height that you want, so you can get a nice finished surface. Very important if you don't want this to come out looking rough. As you'll see, this did not turn out ideal. The most important thing here is that I'm not building a house on this. All I'm doing is putting a mower on here, so I wasn't too concerned with the way this would turn out. If you're concerned with the chicken wire that I put at the bottom, I was actually lifting it up there towards the end so it would be in the middle, and it's going to hold it together well enough. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll show the finished product now. Yeah, let me know what you think. This looks pretty awful in my opinion, but everyone said I did a good job for doing it by myself, so shout out to Caleb and Seth for coming out to help me with the last bag. But yeah, see, and this is the other thing too. When I had the forms in, it didn't look like I was doing it that deep, but that's a good 5-6 inches right there. I mean, in the thinnest parts, I don't think it goes any less than 4 inches. Maybe over there it's like 3.5, but especially right here, man, this is like 7 inches or something. The water drains off of it pretty good, so either way, there's going to be a roof on top of this. Probably no walls or anything. Maybe in the back, since the rain always comes this way. But yeah, the shed is coming together as well. I'll try to make a video on that at some point. Basically, this one was there was already a shed here, but it was a crappy tin little shed, and it had a really good foundation. So not one of mine. This one is so smooth. But yeah, we tore it down and I designed these in AutoCAD and put it together. So yeah, now we're just working. Last things we got to do is finish up the trim, finish up the flashings, and the of course build a door. Probably gonna put an AC unit in here. I don't know, I might make this my little studio, so that might be pretty neat. But yeah, this has been fun, and dogs have been very, very annoying throughout this process, so bad dogs. Yeah. Cool. I even learned how to put down shingles, so that was neat. Alright guys, let me know what y'all think. Hope this video was helpful. I might make another video because I'm thinking to put a little retaining wall right here, maybe some bricks, maybe just straight concrete, fill it in, make a form straight this way, cut this out a little more and put a form on the other side. Probably do it around the back too. Front doesn't really need it. I do need to level the ground over there though, so that way it's, you know, I can actually put a mower in here, make a little ramp maybe. I have plenty of bags left. I have 15 bags left, so it's 16, sorry, 4x4. So I definitely have enough for another project. So, all right, let me know what y'all think, guys. See y'all in the next.